Hey, so I haven't even had to wait to 10 days for my pine cone syrup to start breaking down and fermenting like it's supposed to. I mean, it's doing it. So the lighter colored is actually white granulated sugar instead of the sucanat that I used because I needed like about another cup and a half. So that's all that is. It just looks like a lot, but it isn't. It's just mixed in mostly on the edges, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it's doing its thing. Pine cones, which is fermenting. You have to open it once a day and let it burp because it is a fermenting process. That's why it makes it more healthy of a syrup also. But it's doing it. It's so awesome. I probably won't update it again until I get close to time to turning it into the actual syrup, and I'll show you how to do that. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you now in case you actually wanted to do it. So after you get to this point, you wait a month to a month and a half. That looks like a funny Halloween smiley face looking at me right now. So you wait a month to a month or 2 months, however long you want to do. From 1 month to 2 months is like perfect. And then you put it on a stove top and you boil it to make sure that there's no crystals left in the sugar, because some of the sugar might not all break down into a, syrup. And most likely you will have crystallized sugar in here, so you have to heat it up and boil it. And, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. And what? Stop it. And you boil it with the pine cones in it, and then you take the pine cones out and you strain it really good, and your syrup is, it's already, because of the curing process, it's fermented. It's not like it's going to be growing bacteria, but it is, it would prevent that too. However, it's really for the sugar crystallization, because you want to make sure you get all those crystals melted, or else your syrup will crystallize, which like jellies do, you know. So, and one way to prevent that from happening that I've learned over the years is when you're boiling anything that's high sugar content like this, and you're boiling it and you see it building up on the outer edges of your pot, don't scrape those crystals back down into your whatever. Don't do it. If it's jelly, if it's whatever, don't scrape the sides into your product, because it will cause the crystals to start growing, because that's where they're forming. That's the only place that they're left. Don't use that part. And it's so tempting, and I've done it, and it took me forever to figure it out. So there you go. Tip of the day. Peace.